Hi, good evening. My name is Sumit. Welcome to another live stream session by Leverage Edu. Uh, we'll today be taking up a topic which is quite popular amongst the students. We've received a lot of queries around this, and we've been bombarded with a lot of questions on our social media platforms where students have asked this question to us, and are quite confused about what options they should select, what study options they should select when it comes to these two destinations. And these two destinations that we're talking about today needs no introduction. Very popular amongst the students who want to go to the universities in these destinations overseas. So before we kind of get on to today's topic and start the discussion, I would just like to, you know, uh, talk a little about myself. My name is Sumit. I'm a senior manager operations and service delivery with Leverage Edu, the most trusted admission overseas study admission services platform. We help students with the admission to the universities across all destinations. We provide end-to-end servicing in terms of admission counseling, shortlisting of universities, making applications for the students, chasing offers for them, helping them with providing them financial assistance, helping them with visas, and then finally, you head to your dream university. So throughout the journey, we are there with you. We help you with the entire process, and uh, you know uh, you need any kind of assistance or help regarding the admission process, or if you're confused about and you're not able to take a decision on what study destination to choose, or what course you should go ahead, which has a good return on investment and some good employment of opportunities overseas, please feel free to contact us. You just have to go to our website, leverageedu.com, and you can opt for a 30 minutes free counseling session where you can have a chat with one of our experts, and we'll help you with all the queries that you have regarding the same. And also, then we take you on board and we start the admission process for you. Yeah, so quite simple. All right. Now I'll kind of start today's discussion. So today's discussion is a comparison between two most popular study destinations amongst the students, uh, Canada and Germany. Yeah, both are uh, very popular amongst the students looking for their education abroad for various reasons, which I'll be talking about in detail now. So this discussion, I'll break this into four parts. So first I'll be talking about the education system in both these countries. We'll discuss the cost involved. So we'll be talking about the tuition fees, accommodation, and the living expenses in these two countries. We'll also talk about the employment opportunities, and then we will also talk about the way forward. So, what is the way forward post you complete your education in both these destinations, and your road to get a permanent residency or a citizenship in these countries? Yeah. So, starting with the education system, both these countries have different education system. You guys must be aware that Canada takes into consideration 16 years of education. However, with the German institutions, you are accepted with both 15 years and a 16 years of education. Okay, when you're going for your master's program. Uh, so that is the major difference. So a lot of students who have so it's not a problem with students who hold a 4 years of degree. Students who have a engineering degree or a 4-year degree in computers, information technology, and other technical courses do not face a problem to get into Canadian universities as they fulfill the criteria. However, the students who hold a 3 years of degree from Delhi University, or maybe a Bombay or Pune University or some other private university, they kind of face a lot of issues getting to these Canadian universities. And in my last session, as I told you, there is also a solution around it. Either you go for a 1 year of an additional diploma to complete your 16 years and fulfill the criteria, or you can go to universities that will accept you with the 15 years of education. Uh, so also, if you have a 15 years of education, there are some top universities in Canada that require an evaluation of your transcripts to just to confirm whether your 3-year degree is equivalent to a 4-year bachelor's degree in Canada. Yeah. So this kind of problem is not faced by the students going for their admission in German universities, because the German universities are quite flexible. They take students with both 15 years and 16 years of education. So A is so this is the major difference in the education system. The second difference is the German universities don't offer any diploma programs, which are quite a hit amongst Indian students. So around 75 to 80% of the students in India go for these postgraduate diploma programs because they're quite flexible. They're all they're 1 year of graduate certificate programs. They're 2 years of certificate and diploma programs, which students can go ahead with and which are quite economical. However, that is not something which you get to see in Germany. You have to go for a master's degree in these German universities, in order to find good employment opportunities and apply, for the permanent residency or citizenship in Germany. Yeah. Uh, So that is there. Another major difference when we talk about Germany and Canada is the costing. So these two destinations are quite popular uh, because of the cost involved in the admission process and the studies on campus. So when we come to the tuition fees and the accommodation, and the living expenses. So Canada is a bit more expensive because majority of the universities in Germany are state funded, and a lot of these universities do not even have this tuition fees that the student needs to pay. So it's just your living expenses and accommodation that you need to take care of. Rest everything is free for you. So that is the reason you will find that Germany is very popular amongst the students who want to go for a technical degree there, like engineering, maybe computer science, and also it is popular for some good business schools that are there in Germany. Uh, However, with Canada, if I compare it to the German education, though it is in comparison to destinations like Australia, New Zealand, US, it's quite economical in terms of the tuition fees, which ranges between which ranges between 10,000 Canadian dollars to 30,000 Canadian dollars. So, which is like ranging from a 5 to 6 lakh rupees to maybe 17 to 20 lakh rupees a year. However, when I talk about Germany, you can finish your 1 year of education, with 500 to 1,000 euros. So where on this planet you kind of get this kind of a study destination where you can complete your education in such a low cost. So that is the reason, one of the reasons Germany is really really popular, amongst the students. Having said that, not all universities would be free. So these degrees which offer programs around engineering, electric, computer science, and information technology. These are some popular universities in Germany, that provide free education. However, the other universities which offer arts, science, or business programs are private universities and would cost you, somewhere at par what these Canadian universities will cost. Yeah. So if you are a student who wants to pursue some kind of engineering courses or some other technical courses in computer science and information technology, or you're looking for a mathematics or statistics program, or some research or PhD degree, Germany is the destination for you where you can complete your education at a very low cost. Yep. Uh, the other thing that we'll talk about is the accommodation and the living expenses. So when it comes to accommodation, Canada kind of is, proves to be more expensive in comparison to Germany. And the main reason for that is that, when it comes to, searching for accommodation, Canada, the hotels or the other accommodation, the apartments and all that students have as an option, are very costly. So a lot of students kind of, live in basement apartments and share rooms to save that cost. Yeah. However, in Germany, you have options to stay in these student hostels, and where you kind of uh, you can stay during your course of study at a very low cost. Yeah, so it's quite economical in Germany. So that is where Germany scores over Canada. Uh, However, when it comes to cost of living, Germany is quite expensive. It would cost you around 800 to 900 euros a month, whereas in Canada, it is not as costly, though the accommodation, as I just told you, is expensive in Canada, but food and your transport and a lot of other things which are a part of your living expenses is not that like it's quite economical. So for a student in Canada, it would take around 700 to 1800 Canadian dollars per month, and you'll be quite comfortably placed with that kind of money with you. So that takes care of the tuition fees, accommodation, living expenses. Uh, the next thing that we'll talk about is so there's another factor that students need to keep in mind when considering to study and deciding on which study destination to choose amongst the two is the weather conditions. So if you are a person who kind of cannot survive or tolerate harsh winters, Canada is not the destination for you because majority of these the cities in Canada are 8 to 9 months in a year they're covered with snow, and there's some really harsh winters which students find it really difficult to manage with. However, you know, Germany is a destination that does not experience this kind of extreme weather. You'll see summers, you'll also see winters. However, they're not as harsh as you will find them in Canada. So yeah, if you are someone uh, who is kind of not too comfortable with harsh winters, I think you should think of studying in Germany and not Canada. Yeah. Then we'll talk about the employment opportunities. Employment opportunities are available both in Canada and Germany. Students, when it comes to part-time opportunities, students can work 20 hours a week in both the destinations. But when it comes to full-time job opportunities, post they complete their graduation, it's a little bit difficult. It's not that you will not get jobs, but it's a little bit difficult and for the students to get jobs in Canada because it's a bit competitive with the kind of numbers that Canada sees every year in form of international students is way higher than what Germany sees. So so that is the reason there's a lot of competition when it comes to employment opportunities in Canada. However, when it comes to Germany, though it's quite competitive to get into Germany because of the admission eligibility criteria. So you'll not find the German universities as crowded as you'll find the Canadian universities. Yeah. So which automatically makes it easy for the graduates from German universities to find a job in comparison to the students who pass out from the Canadian institutions. So that is there. Uh, and this is a question that a lot of students ask us, that why a lot of students go to Canada in comparison to Germany, when Germany is so economical. So why Canada sees a large number of students every year and not Germany? So it is because of a number of reasons. It's not that Germany is not popular amongst the students. However, there are two reasons to it. A is the admission criteria. So getting into the German universities is not that easy as getting into Canadian institutions because of the high academic percentage that they require. These technical programs also require a higher GRE, and you also German universities like US universities, and unlike Canadian institutions, also has a holistic approach towards the admissions process. So they in comparison to Canada, so Canada gives importance to the academic scores, and German universities see the overall profile of the student. So it's not that you'll get into German universities with a low GPA. However, even if you have a low GPA and you have a good profile, you have a great GRE score. You have some good internships and projects to show. You have some strong letters of recommendations to present. You might have a research paper that you have published. You might have attended some international seminars and conferences. So all these factors also, play a very important role in getting you an admit from a German university. However, with Canadian universities, we've seen they give more importance to the academics. So they have a cutoff around the minimum percentage that they expect a student to have in order to get admission to the all these top institutions that they have, like Toronto, McGill, Ryerson, um, uh, Alberta, British Columbia. Uh, so, however, in these German universities, in my experience that I hold, I've counseled a lot of students for these universities. I've seen profiles where a student has a GPA as low as a 6.5 or a 7. However, have got to these really good universities in Germany because they had a great GRE score and their overall profile was excellent. So yes, so that also helps you a lot. So if you have a lower GPA and an overall good profile, you can definitely apply to German universities. So also, another thing that so I've already told you that these Canadian institutions offer certificates and diplomas. However, in German institutions, you won't find that. So, so that is the thing. Also, as far as the admissions are concerned, these German institutions, you can apply to German universities individually, or you can also apply on their admission platform, which is UniAssist, and which charges you 75 euros for first application, and an additional 15 euros for all the other applications, individual applications that you make. With Canadian universities, also you have this option. You can apply. You can apply to these universities individually. Uh, However, they will give more importance to your academics, and German universities see your overall profile, as I mentioned before. Another challenge, a lot of students face is uh, the language. So a lot of students come to us and they say that, I want to apply to Germany. And the first question that I ask them is to brief me about their profile, and also whether they have learned German language or they have a good command over German language. And And it is quite important to have that knowledge because when you go to Germany, you'll find it really difficult to communicate with people or network with people if you don't have a command over the language. However, a lot of students, tell me that there are a lot of universities that offer these courses in English. So my answer to them is that definitely there are a lot of universities that teach you which have courses which are taught in English and not in German. However, when it comes to networking and finding employment opportunities post you complete your studies, it will be very difficult if you don't have a command over the German language. So my suggestion to students looking for these German universities, I would kind of suggest them to at least have a B2 level German knowledge. And if you have a C1 level knowledge, you can apply to these universities, which also have courses which are partially taught in German and partially in English. And also these universities that teach you that have courses that are taught in pure German language or combined like partial German and English, uh, give you a good amount of scholarships and also are free. Uh, and most of these universities that offer courses in English would not offer a lot of scholarships and would not also be free. They would charge you uh, fees, not even if not at par with the private universities, but they would not be free, even if their fees is less than the private universities that are available in Germany. Okay, so in case you want to, if you in case you want to avail some good scholarships in Germany, and you want a free education, you just want to kind of pay your accommodation and living expenses and complete your education uh, in Germany at a low cost, I would kind of urge you to learn German and then apply to these universities where the courses are taught in German language, so that you can avail these scholarships and also enjoy the benefits of free education uh, in German. Okay. So, and also coming to the employment opportunities, as I've mentioned that you would not find jobs easily if you do not have a command over the German language. And for take an example, when they for example in an interview, there are two candidates, and one candidate has a good command over German language, and you don't know the German language. Even though you'll have some great scores in your university examination, you will have some great projects to show, you will still struggle to get that job, and you will not get a preference over the candidate who has a good command over the German language. Okay, because when you're meeting a client over there, you can't keep a condition that you will only meet a client, who will communicate in English, and you will not kind of cater to the clients who speak German language. Okay, so that choice you won't have. And also, when you're looking for the employment opportunities, when you're applying to these companies, when you're networking, it will be really difficult for you to find a job. Because majority of these job portals and websites also are in German language, so you will not understand a word. Though you can translate that, but when it comes to interviews and all, you would not be given a preference over someone who has a good command over German language. Okay. So that is another disadvantage. So if you don't know German language, you kind of uh, look for other study destinations, included Canada, included in that. Okay, because it's an English-speaking country, and all the courses are in these Canadian institutions are taught in English, and also it would be very easy for you to network and kind of look for job opportunities post your graduation. Yeah. And another thing that I would like to talk about here is what is that the one most important thing that makes Canada a hit and a favorite destination for students all over the world? So the process around the permanent residency. It's quite easy for the students to uh, get this permanent residency, get this permanent residency in Canada post they complete their education. Because once you get a Canadian qualification, you get a lot of good points. Then you stay in Canada for a minimum period of time, and they have a point system. And if you meet the required points, you get your PR in Canada. So that is something which makes it very popular amongst the students. Okay, so and a lot of students also, not only students but working professionals, kind of also opt this study route because they know that maybe applying for a PR directly from the country, or through express entry, or also applying for a work visa to these Canadian companies and getting a work opportunity directly from your country that you reside in is very difficult. So they take the study route and they then get a Canadian qualification, and that's the route towards their permanent residency in Canada. Also the Canadian government gives more importance and weightage to the qualification of the course that you have done from the Canadian institutions. So it's always advisable, even if you're going for your immigration there, even if you got a PR in Canada and and you want a good work opportunity over there, do some kind of diploma or degree before you apply for any kind of job, because then your chances of getting that particular job will be more. Yeah. So that is about Canada. And when it comes to Germany, the process is they don't have a minimum number of years that you're required to stay there, but the eligibility criteria for the permanent residency there is it's a bit competitive and difficult. So the permanent residency over there, when you become a resident over there, you get a blue card. Uh, it's called a permanent residency, a PR in Canada, and you get a blue card in Germany. So for that, you need to have a degree from a recognized university in Germany. Then you should also have a work visa. You should be working in a company over there, and uh, they also have a minimum criteria around your gross salary. So it should be within a bracket of 40,000 to 50,000 euros uh, a year. So that is a requirement for that. So if you're not able to find a good job in Germany post your uh, uh, graduation, so it will be very difficult for you to get a permanent residency in Germany. However, if you meet the criteria and you finally get a blue card, it has its own advantages, because then you if you are married, you can get your spouse. She can also apply for a work visa and work as a dependent with you. Uh, you have to complete 18 months holding that blue card, and post that you can travel to all these countries that are part of the European Union. You can work legally in all these countries that are part of the European Union. So yeah, getting a blue card is a bit difficult, but once you get it, it's like it's quite useful, and you enjoy a lot of benefits and perks. Yeah. So it's like that getting into Canadian institutions is easy comparatively to the German institutions, and getting a PR in Canada is easier than getting a PR in Germany. So uh, both these countries have their pros and cons. So you kind of have to take a decision. You have to weigh your options, and then take a decision based on all these factors that I've spoken about. Okay. So that's about it. Also, I would like to tell you the difference between the curriculum the course curriculum that these institutions have and have to offer in both Canada and Germany. So Canada, you'll find that the students enjoy this flexible system of education where there's a lot of engagement when it comes to students and teachers, and the participation level is very high. There are a lot of quizzes, assignments, and games they play in order to educate the students. However, in Germany, most of these programs, when compared to these Canadian institutions, are a bit not as exciting and are a bit dull because the students studying in these institutions are assessed based the results of their final examinations. So they do not have these kind of quiz assignments and games that they play entire year, but they are assessed just basis this final exam that they have. So yeah, that's also a basic difference in the education system when it comes to Canada and Germany. So whenever you are taking a decision between these destinations, you kind of think about these factors uh, and kind of weigh your options. Think about the weather, the cost involved, the tuition fees, the accommodation, living expenses, the education system, the ranking of the ranking of these universities, whether you want to go for a postgraduate diploma or you want to go for a master's degree. What is your long-term goal? Is it getting a quality education from a premier institution in Germany, or your sole purpose is to get a permanent residency in Canada? So, you know, and there is no answer to in it whether Germany is more popular or Canada is more popular amongst the students. It all depends upon you. You just have to do a comparison, think about these factors that I've spoken about in our today's discussion, weigh your options, and the university or the destination amongst these two, wherever you find, you've got the best offer, you should proceed with it. With that, I would like to end this session. And I've also previously told you that in case you have any questions, uh, so irrespective of which destination you choose, whether it is Canada or it is Germany for you, you can take our help. Whether it is whether you are facing the confusion in choosing a particular program offered by these destinations, or you're not clear about the admission process, you need our help with the shortlisting of universities. You need our help with the applications. You need our help with chasing offers from these universities. You need help in applying for education loans, or you have some questions around the financial assistance, and or you need help with the visa process. We are there. You can just contact our professionals, experts, who are a part of the Leverage Edu team, and we'll be more than happy to assist you with all the questions that you have. Also, you just log into our website, and you can post your query there. You can opt for a 30 minutes counseling session, and you'll have all your queries answered. Yeah. So, okay. So I have a couple of questions from students. So the first one is from Harnoor Kaur. Being a humanities student, is Germany a good option? Yeah, so uh, you know, I've mentioned this that Germany is quite popular, amongst engineering students. So you'll find a lot of, and it is a hub for, mechanical students, and you'll find a lot of students who opt for these automobile design, mechanical engineering courses. In these German universities, because they have a plethora of options when it comes to employment opportunities, which these companies have to offer. to these students post they complete their studies in Germany. So all these top car companies uh, that you see in the market, like I'll just name a few. You have Audi, you have Porsche, uh, uh, you have Mercedes. So these all these are your Volkswagen. All these are they have their head offices, headquarters based out of Germany, and you know uh, these mechanical students find a lot of good job opportunities over there. And Having said that, it's not that if you're an engineering student, sorry, if you're a humanities student or you've opted commerce, you cannot apply to Germany. You have there are a lot of these German institutions that offer courses in arts, in business and sciences. So you have those kind of options as well. So though it is quite popular for engineering students and the employment opportunities are more for these students, uh, but you being an humanities student can also apply. But in comparison to the engineering students, the number of opportunities that you might get over there, or the number of institutions that offer arts, business, and science courses are not that great in number if I compare it to the engineering and information technology programs. Yeah. Can Leverage Edu help me get admission into a German university? Yes, for sure. We definitely can help you with the process of getting into a German university. As I've just mentioned, that uh, whether it is shortlisting of universities or making applications or filing visa, uh, you know, we'll help you with the entire process. So just come on board, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. So you don't have to worry about anything. We'll be there with you, throughout the journey. Yeah. So with that, I would like to close this session. We'll just wrap it up. And so in case you still have any questions, you can contact our team at Leverage Edu, and we'll be more than happy to help you and assist you and take the process forward for you. Okay. So we'll be again coming back with another live session, uh, and we'll be having discussions around various questions that students ask us on various social media platforms, and are kind of confused about what kind of course or what kind of destination they should opt for. So we'll be coming up with more of such live sessions, and help you out with all the queries that you have around the site. Okay, so stay tuned into the Leverage Edu live sessions, and we'll be back with another exciting session tomorrow. All right. So thank you so much for your time, and stay safe.